My name is Jessica, and I've been a yoga and meditation teacher for about 15 years now. So thank you so much for having me today. And today we're going to do about 45 minutes of a yoga practice in our chair. There's going to be a lot of different options, but just listen to your body and see what feels good for you today. And then I'll do a short guided meditation at the end of our practice as well, just to kind of zen us out here, right? So we'll start by just sitting comfortably. You can have your ankles crossed if that's comfortable. Just really kind of drop into our bodies. When we're at a conference like this, we're in our minds and in our heads a lot. And so now we're taking that opportunity to come back into our bodies. You can have your eyes just gentle and focused somewhere on some spot, or you can have your eyes gently closed, whichever you feel more comfortable doing. And then just taking a moment to come into your body and into your breath. Noticing the coolness of your inhale and the warmth of your exhale. Not necessarily changing anything just yet, but just being present and in this space. Seeing if you're holding any tension in any particular spot in your body. Noticing if you're clenching your teeth or your shoulders are tight, trying to let that relax. Releasing the grip. Or noticing if your mind is still racing a bit and just coming into your breath, the coolness of your inhale and the warmth of your exhale. And letting your hands come to your thighs. Your hands can be face down if to feel a little bit more grounded, or palms face up for a little bit more energy. You can keep the eyes closed or open them, it's up to you. And then we'll start to change the breath a little bit. Deepening the inhale and deepening your exhale, and allowing one to flow right into the other. Acknowledging any busy thoughts that are coming forward, and then letting them pass. Then we're going to deepen the inhale to that 4-count inhale. So we'll inhale for 3, 2, 1, and then exhale for a 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling for a 4, 3, 2, 1, and then exhaling 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more breaths just like that. And you can rub your hands together till you'll feel heat in the palms of your hands. And then place the palms of your hands over your eyes. Take a full deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And then slowly blink your eyes open first. And then release the hands down. We're going to sit nice and tall. We'll do one more breathing exercise here. It's called Nadi Shodhana, or alternate nostril breathing. And this is going to help to balance our right and left side, that masculine, feminine, or our more like logic and creative sides, right? So we can find a little more balance. So you're going to take your right hand. I'm not going to be able to mirror this one. I've tried. Your pointer finger and your middle finger come down. Yep. And then you bring your hand in front of your face. So your thumb is going to control your right nostril. Yep. And your ring finger is going to control your left nostril. Okay, so it's thumb and ring finger. Yep. And we'll start by plugging the left nostril with your ring finger. There's a slight pause at the top of the inhale. If that causes any amount of distress or anxiety, skip it and just let your breath evenly flow. We're going to inhale, plug both, pause, and then exhale out your left. Yep, inhale through your left. Plug both. Pause. Exhale out your right. And then inhale through your right. Plug both. Pause. And exhale out your left. Inhaling through your left. Pause and exhale out your right. We'll do 2 more rounds of that with your breath. And 1 more round. And if the eyes fell closed, you can gently break them open. Bring your hands down. Inhale through both nostrils. And then exhale, sigh it out. We're going to add a little bit of movement to this. So inhale, lift your gaze, coming and opening the front line of your neck. And then exhale, tucking your chin and looking down. Inhaling, lifting and opening. And as you exhale, bringing your chin towards your chest. We'll do 1 more like that. Inhale, looking up. And exhale, looking down. Now this time, inhale, roll your right shoulder or your right ear towards your shoulder. And as you exhale, coming back through center. Then inhale, left ear towards the left shoulder. And exhale, coming back to center. 1 more on each side with your breath. And then coming back to center, chin is down. This time you're going to inhale, lift your gaze, and lift your chest here. So arching the back, coming into the full spine. And as you exhale, rounding it out. So tuck your chin and your tailbone. Inhale, come back to center, bring your shoulders up. And exhale, back and down. 1 more like that, shoulders up, inhale. And exhale, back and down. We're actually going to scoot to the front of your chair here. So moving forward. Hands will be on your knees. We're going to do a few more of those spine stretches here. So we're going to inhale, lift your chest, lift your gaze. And as you exhale, rounding it out, tuck your chin and your tailbone. Inhaling, lifting and opening. And exhale, rounding it out. We'll do 1 more like that. And exhale, rounding. And then inhale, come back to center, shoulders up. And exhale, back and down. 1 more of those, shoulders up, inhale. And exhale, back and down. Inhale, reach both of your hands high. We're going to come into the side body here. And as you exhale, bring your right hand down, grabbing the edge of your chair here, or having it on your hip. And then inhale, right or left arm comes up and over. You can look up. And then exhale, if it feels okay, you can look down. And then inhale, look up and rise up. Both hands come high. And as you exhale, left hand comes down. Let that shoulder kind of roll back. And inhale, right arm comes up and over. If it feels okay on your exhale, you can look down. Then inhale, look up and rise up. Both hands come high. And this time as you exhale, we're going to twist the spine. So bring your left hand to your knee, right hand to the back of your chair or to the side of your chair, sitting tall, breath in. If it feels okay, you can look over that back shoulder and breath out. 1 more breath here. Inhale, come back to center. Both hands come high. And as you exhale, twist in the opposite direction. Right hand to your knee, left hand to your chair. Sit tall. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more. Inhale, come back to center. Hands come high. And as you exhale, bringing your hands to your thighs. Shoulders up. Breath in. And exhale, breath out. And then we'll inhale, open the arms really, really wide. As you exhale, you're going to bring your right arm under your left. And then grab opposite shoulders here. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to round and tuck your chin, really coming into that upper back. Take a full breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to squeeze really tight. So squeeze the hug tight. One more like that. Inhale, sort of releasing a little. And then exhale, hugging it tight. As you inhale, lift and open, unwind the arms, reach it wide. And as you exhale, left arm is going to come under the right, so opposite side. Grab your shoulders, inhale. And as you exhale, rounding it over, tucking your chin. Take a deep inhale to your upper back. And a deep exhale. One more. And as you exhale, squeeze really, really tight. And then inhale, lift up and open. And exhale, releasing the hands to your thighs. Inhale, shoulders up. And exhale, back and down. Inhale, you're going to reach your hands high. This time as you exhale, you're going to bring your right hand down, but listen, you're going to bring your left hand to your other side of your head here, right side of your head, and then just gently guide your ear to the opposite shoulder. Option to hold onto the side of the chair here to make that stretch just a little bit more, but we're being very gentle here. Breath in and breath out. And then inhale, slowly rise up, both hands come high, we'll switch sides. And as you exhale, left arm comes down, taking the opposite side of the head, very gentle, just guiding the head over. Option to hold on to the edge of your chair here to lengthen that a little bit more. And then inhale, slowly rise up, both hands come high. And exhale, releasing your hands to your thighs. Inhale, shoulders up. And exhale, back and down. Let's take a big spine stretch again. Inhale, lift your gaze, lift your chest. And exhale, rounding it out. Bringing your hands to your knees, tuck your chin in your tailbone. And then inhale, back to center, shoulders up, back and down. Now bringing the right hand out. We're going to inhale, rotate up and back. And then exhale, rotate down. So the back of your hand comes all the way towards the floor. Yep. And then inhale, rotating all the way up. And this will be different for each person, each shoulder, right? Exhale down. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. Now this time you're going to bring the back of your hand to your spine or your tailbone in the back, right? Or maybe it comes to the opposite hip, just depending on your anatomy. And we're going to take that same stretch. We're going to bring our ear towards our shoulder here. Now this time we're going to look up. Be very gentle here. Inhale. And as you exhale, looking down. So really releasing out the neck and shoulders here. Inhale, looking up. And exhale, looking down. We're going to inhale, look up. This time you're going to take your opposite hand, and if you feel any tension in any spot in your neck, you can kind of massage the neck out here a little bit. We have these major muscles in our neck that can get really tight, especially if we're looking down for any amount of time, which we tend to do. So no, massaging your neck isn't necessarily yoga, but it sure feels good. And slowly releasing that down, release the hand out. You can kind of shake out the arm a little bit. Get the blood flow back in your hand if your shoulders are tight. Shoulders up, back and down. Now we're going to bring the left hand out. Inhale, rotating the palm up. And as you exhale, rotating down so the back of your hand is towards the floor. Inhale, rotating up. And exhale, rotating down. Inhaling up. And exhale, rotating down. Keeping that thumb facing down, you're going to bring the back of your hand to your low back or your tailbone or maybe even the opposite hip if it reaches. Take a deep inhale here. And as you exhale, gently bringing your right ear towards your shoulder. And we're going to look up, being very gentle. And as you exhale, looking down. Inhale, looking up. And exhale, looking down. This time we're going to inhale, look up, and we're going to hold here. And this is where you can take your opposite hand. And if there's any tension in any particular part of your neck, you can sort of massage that there. Releasing any of that out. You can come all the way down to the clavicle or your collarbone there. And slowly releasing that out. Inhale, coming back to center, release the hand down. And shake it out. Ooh. I think we need another twist after that. I do. Let's add one. Inhale, bring your hands high. And then as you exhale, we're going to twist to the right. Sit tall, breath in. And breath out. Inhale, back to center, reaching your hands high. And as you exhale, other way. And breath in. And breath out. Inhale, come back to center, reach your hands up. We're going to exhale as you hinge forward, fold over your legs, and release the back line of your body here. Take a full deep breath in. You can separate the feet as much as needed. And a full deep breath out. And then slowly stacking your spine. Inhale, rise up. One vertebra at a time. Shoulders come up. Back and down. Scooting to the right edge of your chair. Keeping your left hip on the chair. And then bringing your your right leg out, Yeah, you kind of need to maneuver the chairs here. There we go. And then we'll take a deep breath in. Now as you exhale, you want to have this foot, the front foot here, and you're going to bring your right hand down your leg, and then inhale, left arm comes up and over. Big side body stretch. Oh my goodness. And exhale, hold it here. Take a full deep breath in, and a full deep breath out. Then inhale, rise up. And as you exhale, we're going to switch sides. So slide it in. I know we just got cozy over there. And bring this out. So now your left leg is out. Left hand comes down, and inhale, right arm comes up and over. Big side body stretch. And exhale, hold it here. So this is a movement we don't do a lot in our everyday to open the rib cage and open the sideline of our body. But it helps to release excess heat. Inhale, and also helps us to take deeper breaths. And as you exhale, bring it back into center. How are we feeling about standing? Are we okay with that? All right. I don't know if people are like, no, we're sitting today. Here we go. We're standing in chair yoga. I'm going to turn mine sideways, but you can stay as you are. This is just so you can see a little bit better. So we're just going to start with a standing down dog. So you're going to bring your feet walking back until your body makes an L. So your ears are going to come between your biceps, and your hips are going to be stacked over your ankles. So feet are hip distance apart and parallel to each other. We tend to turn our toes in or out depending on our hips here, but try to have them parallel. Take a deep breath in. And this time as you exhale, you're going to bend your right knee and sort of lean into that left hip. Feel this stretching and lengthening along the left side of your back. And then inhale, come back to center. And as you exhale, bending the left knee, leaning into the right hip. And we'll take a full round of breath here. And then coming back to center, we'll do that one more time on each side. So bending the right knee, leaning into that left hip, breathing deeply. Back to center, inhale. And as you exhale, bending the left knee, leaning into that right hip. Then coming back to center, and we'll slowly walk back towards the chair. It should be noted that when you're doing chair yoga, try to use a chair that does not have wheels, right? So it doesn't slide out. All right, so we're going to keep the right foot here, stepping forward, and we're going to step the left foot back. So the left foot back, let's actually do be on the ball mount of our foot first. We're going to inhale here. And as you exhale, bend that front knee. If you need to bend the back knee a little bit, feel free to do that, right? Breathing deeply. And then we'll slowly come back up. Drop the back heel so your back foot is flat and the toes are slightly angled out. Yeah. If you have wedges, it might be a little challenging. It's like, I don't know, you could take your shoes off too. Yeah, and if you're at a chair and you want to do yoga, you can always take your shoes off too. You can stay here, or you can bring one hand up, or maybe you bring both hands up if you feel like you want your arms to really reach, or you can keep them on the chair. If your shoulders are tired, keep them there. Take a full deep breath in. Now, as you exhale, you're going to bring your hands back to the chair. Step your back foot forward just a little bit here. Work your front leg towards straight, and then we're going to hinge forward, coming into that right hamstring. So that's behind the thigh here. Slight bend in that front knee and keep your back nice and straight. We tend to round or either arc our back. Breathing deeply. Notice if you're clenching in your jaw or your shoulders. Try to relax your upper body. And then we'll inhale, slowly rise up. And as you exhale, step your back foot forward. We'll kind of walk it out a little bit here. We're getting a little bit warm. You might be building some heat. Yeah. That was yesterday too. I was like, ooh, I'm getting warm in here. So left foot is forward, right foot steps back. Again, we're going to start on the ball mount of that back foot rather than having the foot flat. Now you can stay here, working a bend into that front knee. And if you need to bend the back knee or you want to, you can, right? We're starting to get in the front line of that right hip, the hip flexor. Our hip flexors can get really tight when we sit a lot, right? Yep. And then you can drop that back heel flat. And then if you want, one hand can come up or both hands can come up. Or if your shoulders are tired and you're like, hey, I just want to sit like this right now, you can. Think about spinning your palms towards each other so the triceps come forward. This creates space. So when we lift our arms, our scapula swings around our rib cage. So when we bring our palms together, it assists it in doing so. So they bring the hands down. Step your back foot forward just a little bit. We're going to work that front leg a little bit more towards straight. You can keep a slight bend there. You want to keep the low back nice and flat as you hinge forward so that you feel this along the back line of your left leg in that hamstring. And you might notice one side is a little bit more open than the other. Tiny little adjustment. Think of swinging your left hip back a little bit, and you'll feel that open even more along the back line. See if you're gripping in your jaw or in your shoulders. Try to relax. Or release that tension, I should say. And then inhale, slowly rise up. And as you exhale, step your foot forward, and we'll kind of walk that out a little. How are we feeling? Good? All right, we're going to do a little balance challenge here too. So when we are balancing, it starts to activate different areas of our brain as well. So if we're feeling a little like, oh, there's a lot of information, balancing can help kind of bring you back in. All right, so we are going to do a tree pose here. You can either use the chair for this or not. That's up to you. You're going to ground into that right foot. Spread your toes really wide if you can, depending on your shoes. Or take your shoes off. It's also a good option. Or you're going to bounce on your toes. And that's okay, too. You're going to kickstand your left foot here. This is going to be where you can start. All right? I suppose we should have our hand like in an official spot, not just on your hip. You could bring your foot to your calf here. Right? Depending on your pants, you can bring your foot up into your thigh if you want to. I'm going to stay here right now. Right? And then option to bring hands here, or you can hold onto that chair. I want you to think of your energy grounding and rooting down into the earth. So feel this quad engage, feel your glutes engage, the core is strong. You might stay here, or you might reach your hands. And just for fun, maybe the left hand comes down and we do a little arch. Surprise chair yoga on one foot. It'll rise up. And next I'll bring it down. That one's just kind of fun to play with. And you can shake it out. Right? People are like, I was holding my breath the whole time. Try to breathe through that too, right? All right, we're going to move to the other side. So grounding into your left foot. Now you can kickstand, right? You can have your hand on your hip or by your side. It's up to you. Bringing your foot either to your calf or up into the thigh, but you want to be above or below the knee rather than on the knee, right? Really grounding down. So feel that quad engage, your glutes engage, your core is strong. Option to bring your hands heart center. Option is to stay here. You also have that chair for balance. Or reaching the hands, really grounding down, and then really think of your energy pulling up at the same time. So you can stay here, or bring the right hand down, and left hand comes up and over. This is just more playful than anything. And then slowly come back up. That's why we have the chair, right? Bring it down, shake it out. We will sit back down, I promise. All right, so you're gonna be at the back of your chair again. We're gonna do that standing down dog and kind of release all of that out. And come back one more time here. Now you're welcome to stay in stillness here and just feel that nice lengthening in the low back, or you can bend the right knee a little bit, lean into that left hip. Breathing deeply here. And then back to center, switching, so bending the left knee, leaning into that right hip. And coming back to center. And then slowly walk back towards your chair. Walk it out a little bit, kind of shake that out. And then we can take a seat again. It's like, oh, phew. All right, we'll sit forward. We're going to come into the ankles a little bit, and then our hips too. So circling your right ankle one way, and then switching and circling it the other way. And then switching, bringing your left foot out, circling your ankle one way. And then circling the other. Now we're going to bring both feet out. You can hold on to the side of your chair if you want to here. You're going to point your toes, right? And then flex your feet. Point your toes. Oh. Flex your feet. Maybe your ankles will crack or your knee, right? All right, at the point. Now coming back to a little bit more of a neutral position, we're going to turn to the right, or to the left, excuse me. Turn to the right. And then turn again. Turn again. This time both feet out. Both feet in. Both feet out. And both feet in. And then coming back. So when we're moving our feet like that, it's actually spinning the whole femur as well and getting into the hips a little bit more. So now we're going to grab. We have some crackles in here. That's okay. Yep, same. And then we circle it out. And then we're going to lift this knee up, really hug the right knee in, really hugging it in. Now flex your foot. You're going to grab that foot and come bring it to the opposite knee. Now you can keep this up here. It depends on the clothes that you're wearing too, if they've got space for a figure four. Sitting up nice and tall. So you'll notice that you might round like this, especially if there's some congestion in the hips, right? But if we tilt the pelvis up and lengthen the low back, you'll feel that come into the hip, and that might be enough for you today, or it might be enough for your clothing today. I don't know. You could stay here, or you can hinge forward with a straight spine. So keeping the spine straight, you'll feel that opening, right? Or you can round over. Keep your right foot flexed here, big toe and pinky toe edge though, so that we're protecting the knee. Now see if you're holding any tension in your shoulders or in your jaw or in your neck. Try to release that out. And we'll be here for 3 more deep breaths, as long as that feels okay for your body. And then we'll slowly rise up. So you're going to hold the foot in one hand and the knee in the other and kind of rock it side to side. Yeah. Call this rock the baby. And then slowly release that down. Be gentle. We're going to shake it out a little bit. Now you're going to grab underneath your thigh, completely relax your leg, and then let it drop. Yep, I'll do it 2 more times. And 1 more. All right, other leg. Left knee comes up, and we start to circle. And then slowly bring it up. Let's hug it in nice and tight. Big hug. Now, bring your hand to your foot and guide that ankle to the opposite knee. Now, keeping the foot flexed here, We might be rounded, so you're going to tilt the pelvis upright. Feel length in the low back, sit really tall. This might be enough for your hip. You might be going, oof. Breathe deeply here. Try to release. See if there's any action happening and let the shoulders come down. You can stay here or hinge from your hip with a straight spine. Now you're welcome to stay like this or round over if that feels okay for you. Really honor where your hips are today. Some days they'll be tighter than others. Relax your jaw and your shoulders. We'll take one more breath here. Then inhale, slowly rise up. Rock this side to side. And then bring it over. Release that, shake it out. And then let it drop. 2 more just like that. Let it drop. Helps to move that lymph in the body too. And release it out. All right. Let's sit back for a second. And then we'll inhale, shoulders up. And exhale, back and down. Giving the hips just a break. We're going to open, inhale. And this time as you exhale, you're going to bring your right arm across the front and grab that opposite elbow. And breathe deep into your upper back. Yeah, I don't know if I said the right one. Inhale here. And as you exhale, bringing your right hand to your right shoulder. And then bring it up and over. Nice tricep stretch here. Now you can stay just like this, or maybe you lean to the left a little bit. And then inhale, rise up, reach the hands high. Big sweep with the shoulders. We're going to do 3 big windmills here. Inhale, bring it up. And exhale down. Inhale, fill the lungs. And exhale down. One more, inhale. Now as you exhale, you're going to bring your left arm across, holding it with your right hand. Breathe deep into the upper back here. And then take up one more breath in. Then as you exhale, bringing that hand to the same shoulder, and then we bring it up and over, a nice big tricep stretch here. Now you can stay here or bring it over to the side, coming to the right. And then inhale, rise up, reach your hands high. And as you exhale, bring it down. We're going to do circles in the opposite direction. So bring it back, inhale up. And then exhale forward and down. 2 more just like that. Inhale up. And exhale down. 1 more. And then exhale, bringing it down. Hands come to your knees. Let's go forward just a little bit so I have a little more space. Inhale, lift and open. And exhale, round it out. Tuck your chin and your tailbone. Inhale, lifting and opening. And exhale, rounding it out. Inhale, come back to center, shoulders up. And exhale, back and down. We'll come into just a comfortable seated position now. So I'm going to do that guided meditation here for you. So you can lean back in the chair or you can sit tall, whichever feels comfortable. You can cross your ankles or however you feel the most comfortable. You can have your hands down or crossed, whatever feels good for you. And then I invite you to close your eyes if you feel comfortable doing so. And just coming back into the breath. Noticing again the coolness of your inhale and the warmth of your exhale. Not necessarily controlling the breath, just allowing it to be and observing the breath. Now begin to imagine a shimmering white light filled with radiant peace and joy and healing warmth. See this light start to move into the top of your head, relaxing your scalp and brow, easing your thoughts and settling your mind. You feel this light moving down, the eyes soften, releasing any tension in the ears or the jaw. You feel this light moving down your neck like warm honey, slowly pouring into your shoulders, into this place that can hold so much. You feel this light move down your arms, around your elbows, down your forearms, trickling through your wrists and eventually pooling into the palms of your hands, bringing sweetness and joy to anything they touch. As you inhale, this light fills your lungs. And as you exhale, it surrounds your heart, allowing you to let go of any anger or pain, any hurt and upset, and allowing only peace and joy to reside in this sacred space. You feel this healing light start to move down your spine, pausing one vertebra at a time, swirling through your organs, cleansing and renewing the body. Easing the lower back. You feel the light start to pour into your hips, sinking you heavy into the chair. The light moves down your thighs, around your knees, down your shins and calves, through all the little ankle bones, and eventually out the tips of your toes, taking anything and everything that does not serve you with it. Take a moment to bring this healing light to any place in your body that might need a little extra love, a little extra support today. Allow it to settle in and allow it to heal this place. We'll be here for a few more deep breaths. And then keeping the eyes closed, you can bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your stomach. Just taking a moment to find appreciation and gratitude for the awesomeness that is your body, for its ability to carry you through your days. And take 2 more breaths here. And keeping your eyes closed, you can rub your hands together until you feel heat again in the palms of your hands. And then cover your eyes. Take a deep, full breath in. And breath out. And then gently blink your eyes open, releasing your hands down. And then we'll just take a moment to reorient. Whenever you come into a space, it's good to kind of look around and just let yourself be there for a moment too. And we'll take one more full breath in together. And a full breath out. If anybody has any questions about today's session, we have a few minutes if anybody wants to ask any questions. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me today. And I hope you enjoy your fun-filled and packed conference. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.